Chris Brown, the man who every single female I know claiming to be their baby daddy or their boo or their boyfriend has been robbed by 3 masked men. Now you're thinking to yourself, famous dancer, choreographer, singer, Chris Brown? He moved into his new house, say, not even a month ago. But sources are telling me that on Instagram, like every other spoiled guy or a guy who doesn't have a lot but will crop out a photo that they got from the internet saying like, oh, I just got these new J's when they really didn't. Or they'll steal someone else's photo and claim they did. That's besides the point. The real point is that he's been showing off on Instagram saying, oh, look at all this money I got. I just bought this big house. I got a bunch of sneakers. Yeah, be jealous, like it. Let's make every girl's vagina wet. Well, now you reap what you sow. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a prime example of why you should not show off on social media. If you follow me on Instagram, for example, subscribe to MATTtheFUNNYman, and I'm not showing off nothing. Most of the time I'm posting funny photos of stuff I found on the internet. But anyway, he's showing this stuff off on Instagram and it's like, he gets robbed. Okay? And they took just about $1 million worth of jewelry, all of his art collections, and even got away with one of his Lamborghinis. This goes to show you that just because they're famous does not mean their house is like on 100% lockdown. Yeah. If I was famous, I would have gate to gate to gate to alarm to attack. I would have a Mr. Burns from The Simpsons type of security. Like if someone breaks into my house, they'll trip off an invisible wire, it'll set off some dogs, and then they'll chase them out of the yard or whatever. That's the type of security system I would have. Or I would steal a sign from a neighbor's yard saying this home is protected by whatchamacallit, whatever the security systems are called. But damn, stole all that. Pretty much practically everything he was showing off on Instagram, he's probably going to have to delete now because he doesn't have it anymore. But of course, if these criminals are smart, because I've also noticed that a lot of people are getting caught after they steal something. Like, I've seen plenty of people get arrested, like 3 teenagers get arrested because they stole like $5,000 from some old guy's house. Then they post on Instagram with it. Then they get locked up. So hopefully whoever robbed Chris Brown isn't stupid enough to be like, oh yeah, check out this new art I got, guys. Hey, that looks like Chris Brown's. It's a replica. So hopefully they're smart and they don't do, they don't do nothing stupid by turning around posting it on Instagram. Ain't that irony, y'all? They steal something from Chris Brown that he was showing off and then they turn around and post it? That'd be hilarious. But apparently they held his aunt at gunpoint, then shoved her in the closet, said shut the hell up and just stole all this shit and get out. Because a lot of people are saying that it's an inside job. So that's about all the news that's been, going around when it comes down to Chris Brown. But Chris, this happened to you for a reason. Number one, you're stupid for posting stuff saying, oh, I got these new Jordans. Oh, look at all this money. Oh, look at all this jewelry I got on. Hopefully this will be a lesson to you. And hopefully a lesson to everybody that, say if I got a pair of $500 pair of Jordans, even though I would never pay $500 for a fucking pair of shoes when I can go to Payless and get something for $5. But I'm not telling anybody. All I'll say is, if I were to, I would just say, oh, hey guys, got a new pair of shoes. That's it. I wouldn't say, hey guys, I just spent $5,895 on this pair of shoes. Don't think just because you're getting 800 to 900 likes, Chris, don't mean one of them likers are going to be like, oh, I'm robbing this dude tonight. I wouldn't be surprised it's an inside job. 9 times out of, or at least from what I've heard, 9 times out of 10, when people rob other people when they post stuff on Instagram, it's someone they know. But seriously, number one, who's going to know where the hell Chris Brown lives? That's number one. And number two, plus not to mention, what the hell is Chris Brown's aunt doing there? Is she living with him? They never said anything about that. I'm just wondering, what the hell is Chris Brown's aunt doing there? Is she like his maid or whatever? I don't know. You guys can look into the details. I'm not. I'm through with this story. But like I said, at the end of the day, y'all, if you want to show off something, just put a picture of it and no caption. Or just say, hey, got some cool. Don't post money, because number one, police are gonna be looking at your ass thinking like, oh, he's taking a picture of money. He might be a drug dealer. Don't make yourself a prime suspect either for the police or being robbed, because the people you know or people that don't like you, this could be people that Chris Brown knows but don't really like him. Oh, his music sucks. Let's rob him. At the end of the day, Chris Brown, just learn. Hopefully, you learned your lesson.